The Mediterranean cradle of debates beckons us once more. As we venture deeper into the annals of intellectual history, what hidden connections will we uncover? How do these ancient dialogues shape our modern world in ways we've yet to fully grasp? Join us as we unravel the threads of human thought, weaving a tapestry that spans millennia. The journey ahead promises to challenge your perceptions and redefine your understanding of our shared intellectual heritage. Are you prepared to see the world through the eyes of history's greatest minds? Picture this: 17th century Italy, a garden where Renaissance blooms with vibrant hues of art and science. Amidst this flourishing, a brilliant mathematician named Galileo Galilei peers through his telescope, ready to challenge the cosmic order with a revolutionary idea. At the heart of this celestial drama lies an age-old question: where does Earth stand in the grand theater of the universe? Galileo, armed with his observations, dares to support the heliocentric model. The Church, guardian of tradition, thunders back with the geocentric view. This cosmic clash explores the delicate dance between scientific inquiry and religious doctrine. Though Galileo was forced to recant, the seeds of his empirical method took root, nurturing future scientific growth. Yet this debate serves as a humbling reminder: both ever-changing science and self-assured faith can err. In our quest for understanding, humility remains our guiding star. Echoes of Galileo's struggle resonate today. Consider Zuckerberg's Meta, navigating the complex waters of virtual reality and social connectivity. As we push into uncharted digital realms, we face our own Galileo moments. This timeless debate whispers across ages, challenging us to ponder: how do we balance technological progress with ethical considerations? When faced with paradigm-shifting discoveries, can we embrace the unknown while preserving our reverence for the divine? The dance between innovation and tradition continues, reminding us that the greatest revolutions often begin with a single, brave idea. In Enlightenment Europe's intellectual crucible, philosophers dared to reimagine the foundations of power. Hobbes, Locke, and Rousseau, titans of thought, clashed in a battle of ideas that would reshape nations. Hobbes conjured a nightmarish state of nature, advocating for an all-powerful Leviathan to tame chaos. Locke, the champion of natural rights, envisioned government as a sacred trust. Rousseau, the wild-eyed radical, romanticized nature while decrying society's chains. This philosophical tempest gave birth to the social contract theory, a revolutionary notion that legitimate authority flows from the will of the people. The aftershocks of this mental earthquake toppled crowns and ignited the revolutionary infernos of America and France. In our interconnected age, the social contract faces new trials. Angela Merkel, Germany's Iron Chancellor and Europe's de facto leader, navigated the stormy seas of 21st century governance. As refugee crises and economic tremors rocked the continent, Merkel grappled with redefining the social contract for a united Europe. Her challenges mirror the Enlightenment's core questions. How do we balance national identity with supranational cooperation? In a world of porous borders, how do we forge a new social contract that transcends the nation-state? In the soot-stained crucible of 19th century industrialization, a seismic intellectual battle erupted. As factories devoured human labor, the very foundations of economic thought trembled. Karl Marx, the revolutionary theorist, hurled a gauntlet at the feet of capitalism. He envisioned a world where workers, united, would seize the means of production. Opposing him stood the disciples of Adam Smith, champions of the free market's invisible hand. Marx painted history as an inexorable class struggle, prophesying capitalism's inevitable demise. His adversaries countered that unrestricted commerce was the wellspring of innovation and universal prosperity. This clash of ideas ignited a global ideological inferno. Marx's theories fueled revolutions and birthed communist states, while capitalist nations fortified their market-driven ramparts. The world fractured along these fault lines, ushering in a century of economic and political polarization. Today, George Soros embodies the complex legacy of this debate, a capitalist titan turned philanthropist. Soros navigates the choppy waters between profit and social responsibility. His Open Society foundations seek to address the inequalities Marx decried, while still operating within a capitalist framework. Soros advocates for a reflexive approach to markets, acknowledging their flaws while harnessing their power for social good. This nuanced stance suggests that the future may lie not in the triumph of one ideology over another, but in a sophisticated synthesis that addresses the shortcomings of both pure capitalism and strict communism. As the 19th century's curtain fell, the Ottoman Empire's grip on the Balkan Peninsula loosened. A powder keg of ethnic identities and nationalist aspirations threatened to explode, challenging centuries of imperial rule. Ottoman officials clung to a vision of a diverse empire united under the Sultan's banner. They argued that their realm's strength lay in its mosaic of cultures and religions. Balkan nationalists, intoxicated by romantic ideals, countered with dreams of homogeneous nation-states. They saw language, culture, and ethnicity as the bedrock of political legitimacy. The Ottomans painted themselves as guardians of a cosmopolitan order where different peoples coexisted in harmony. Nationalist leaders retorted that only independence could safeguard their unique identities and aspirations. This ideological clash redrew southeastern Europe's map. The Ottoman retreat birthed a patchwork of fledgling nations, each grappling with the complexities of self-rule and ethnic tensions. The transition unleashed forces that would shape conflicts for generations. Today, Amazon exemplifies a new form of empire that transcends national boundaries. Its vast network integrates diverse cultures and economies, echoing the Ottoman model on a global scale. Yet, like the Balkan nationalists, local communities and governments push back against its homogenizing influence. This tension between global integration and local identity persists. As digital platforms create borderless communities, traditional notions of sovereignty are challenged. The struggle for self-determination now plays out in virtual realms, where data is the new currency of power. The Balkan debate's echoes resound in our interconnected world. The quest for identity and autonomy in a hyper-connected world remains as vital and volatile as ever. In Victorian England, a seismic shift loomed. Charles Darwin's meticulous observations were about to challenge humanity's understanding of its place in creation. Darwin's theory of natural selection clashed with the divine narrative of creation, igniting a firestorm of controversy. Darwin proposed that species evolve through survival of the fittest, suggesting a natural process for life's diversity. Religious leaders argued that this view undermined the sacred order. They pointed to the intricate design of life as evidence of God's infinite wisdom and purposeful creation. This debate transcended science, touching the very core of human identity and purpose. While many scientists embraced Darwin's theory, society grappled with its implications. The debate illuminated the profound interplay between empirical observation and spiritual truth, a tension that continues to shape our worldview. Today, Narendra Modi's India stands at the crossroads of this enduring dialogue. As the birthplace of ancient spiritual traditions and a burgeoning tech hub, India embodies the complex dance between innovation and reverence for the divine. Modi's governance navigates between embracing cutting-edge science and honoring spiritual heritage. This delicate balance reflects a global struggle. How do we pursue knowledge while maintaining awe for the mysteries of creation? In an age of genetic engineering and artificial intelligence, we face unprecedented questions. Can we reconcile our growing power over nature with humility before the divine? How do we honor both our quest for understanding and the profound wisdom embedded in spiritual traditions? The Darwin debate reminds us that our greatest challenges lie not just in scientific discovery, but in harmonizing that knowledge with the timeless truths that give our lives meaning and purpose. In the crucible of the Great Depression, two economic philosophies collided. John Maynard Keynes, with his bold call for government intervention, faced off against Friedrich Hayek, the staunch defender of free markets. Their clash would reshape global economic thinking for generations. Keynes argued that market failures demanded government action. He envisioned a world where state spending could smooth out boom and bust cycles, ensuring stability and growth. His ideas promised a new era of managed prosperity. Hayek countered with a warning: government intervention, however well-intentioned, would lead to inefficiency and ultimately tyranny. He championed the free market's ability to allocate resources and drive innovation, arguing that central planning would stifle human progress. This wasn't just an academic dispute. It was a battle for the soul of capitalism itself. Keynesianism dominated post-war policy, fueling decades of growth. But as stagflation gripped the 1970s, Hayek's ideas resurged. The pendulum swung towards deregulation and free market policies, reshaping economies worldwide. Today, this debate rages on with renewed urgency. Climate change, technological disruption, and inequality challenge both schools of thought. Keynesians argue for massive green investments and wealth redistribution. Free market advocates push for carbon pricing and technological solutions driven by market forces. The stakes have never been higher. As we face existential threats, we must ask, can the invisible hand guide us through unprecedented challenges? Or do we need a more visible interventionist approach? This centuries-old debate now intersects with questions of planetary survival and human potential. As we stand at this crossroads, the choices we make will define not just our economic future, but the very nature of our civilization. As we close this chapter of Intellectual Odyssey, we invite you to pause and reflect. These 12 debates, spanning centuries and civilizations, are more than historical footnotes. They are the very scaffolding of our modern thought. How will you carry this torch of inquiry forward? What new debates will you ignite? Join us on MediVoyage as we continue to explore the depths of human wisdom and chart the course of our shared future. Subscribe now to ensure you don't miss the next leg of our journey into the heart of human understanding. The adventure of ideas awaits. Will you answer its call?